What the fuck is happening, everybody? It's me back with another fucking hot button take, I guess. But today I'm going to talk about the NBA season because the season starts, I think tonight. I don't know. I think it starts tonight or tomorrow. I'm getting conflicting reports. Anyway, it starts, I guess, today. I'm going to go over the most disappointing team in the Western and Eastern Conference and the most surprising team in both conferences. See, these are predictions. I am going to predict these things because I am great. Anyway, fuck, whatever. I'm not, but here we go. The most disappointing team this year in the Western, let's start with Eastern Conference. The most disappointing team in the Eastern Conference this year is going to be the Brooklyn Nets. Now, they did sign two gigantic free agents in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Ugh. Anyway, the reason why they're going to be the most disappointing team. Now, when you look at the East it's not very deep. It's got a few really good, strong teams. But honestly, when I say most disappointing, I mean they're not going to perform as well as people think they're going to. They're not going. The Brooklyn Nets are not just going to fucking run the East just because they have Kyrie Irving and a one-legged Kevin Durant. And that's my main argument about why they're going to be the most disappointing team, because Kyrie is going to get you wins. He's going to perform. He's going to do well. He's Kyrie Irving. In my opinion, he is the best point guard in the game right now. It's very hard. I've kind of come to that conclusion over the last few years, but he is the best point guard in the game. He is going to win you a few games. But you do not have Kevin Durant. This dude has one fucking leg. I think it's his left knee? Whatever. One of his knees is just completely fucked. It is boned to the most hardcore. It is absolutely destroyed. You will not see Kevin Durant until the very end of this season. If he comes back early, it'll be late February. Like, this dude is not going to play hardly at all this year. He decimated his knee, and he's not going to be 100%. If the Nets are smart, they will sit him out for the majority of the season and let him fucking recover, okay? Because Kevin Durant is going to be the future of your franchise. He really is. Kyrie is going to be able to get you wins, but Kevin Durant is that player who is going to be able to get you that finals victory. Kyrie can't do it on his own. But what they need to do is they need to rest Kevin Durant, and that is why I think the Nets are going to be the most disappointing team this season. Because I think they're really going to try to rush Kevin Durant back, because they're going to think they're going to have some weird fantasy that they're going to win the East. They're not even going to win the East. Even if they have KD, they're not going to win the East. They are good, but they are not going to be finals contenders that everyone says they're going to be. All right, so first team. All right, second team, the Golden State Warriors are going to be the most disappointing team in the Western Conference. Klay Thompson is out for the entire season, bro. He is out for the whole season. So now, you go from a team that had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. Now you have Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Who the fuck is going to play two guard? D'Angelo Russell? Okay, he's good. Can he shoot lights out like Klay Thompson can? No. Is he as good as a defender as Klay Thompson is? No. And Klay Thompson isn't even that fucking good of a defender. D'Angelo Russell is he's going to be a small shooting guard this year. But he is going to have to step the fuck up. I predict the Warriors sneak into the playoffs this year. I think they barely get in, if at all. Because the Western Conference is stacked with talent. Absolutely jacked with talent. So I really don't see the Warriors making it farther than a 7 seed. I don't see it. Steph Curry, he's good, easily top 3 guards in the entire league, but he is not going to win you that finals. Draymond Green is a fantastic player, but he is not going to be able to carry your team with Steph Curry, especially in the Western Conference. If they were in the East, it'd be a slightly different story, But honestly, I barely see them making the playoffs. Honestly, flip a coin to see if they make the playoffs or not. That's why they're going to be the most disappointing team. I don't even think they'll make it out of the first round of the playoffs, if they even make it into the playoffs. Now, I'm going to go for the most surprising team in the West this year. I'm going to start with the Western Conference. This is kind of weird because there's a lot of good teams in the West, so this isn't really going to surprise anyone. But I honestly think the team that's going to run LA is not going to be the Lakers. It is going to be the Los Angeles Clippers. I think the Clippers, they are going to outperform their expectations. I really do believe that. That organization, it runs well when it has the players to run with. Like when they had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, like that team was phenomenal. Easily a lock for one of the top seeds in the playoffs. And now they have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. That team is fucking good, man. That team is going to surprise a lot of people. And honestly, I'd say they may be a 1 seed this year. I would say they are a 1 seed. If not, I think they maybe lose the 1 seed by a game. I think they will almost run the Western Conference. They are going to run the state of California. I'll fucking tell you that much. Now, for the most interesting team, the most dynamic team in the Eastern Conference, it's not the Philadelphia 76ers. It's not the Chicago Bulls. It's not going to be the Toronto Raptors. It's not the Boston Celtics. It's the goddamn Indiana Pacers, man. Now, I say this wearing a Pacers hoodie. I know this. But if you look at what this team lost, they lost Bogey, and then they lost some backups. That was it. They added so many fucking weapons. They added Brogdon, who was a fantastic point. They added TJ Warren, who was a fantastic small forward, and probably the best fill-in for Bogdanovich leaving. They signed Sabonis to a multi-year deal, so we know that he is a lock. We still have Miles Turner, so we know he is a lock. Like, they have Miles Turner. They have the best upcoming center in the entire league. Miles Turner is the best young center in the whole league. 100%. Like, this dude should have been a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year last year because he led the fucking league in blocks. Bro, led the league in blocks and he wasn't even fucking on the ticket for Best Defensive Player of the Year. That's stupid. Victor Oladipo, he's going to come back and he's going to be hungry. Depot is going to be hungry. You know, he's been robbed the last few years with stupid injuries, but I think he's going to come back and he's really going to lead this team. And I believe the Pacers are going to compete for that number 1 seed. If they don't get it, it's going to be a surprise for me. This team is so stacked. You thought their bench was deep last year? This year, their bench is fucking loaded, bro. Their bench is loaded. You're going to have Jeremy Lamb coming off the bench. Jeremy Lamb is a career-long starter. I don't think this dude ever even knows what the fucking bench is. Jeremy Lamb is a bench player, bro. He is coming off of the bench. Aaron Holiday is really coming into his own. I know he's a second-year player, but he has made leaps and bounds. This team is going to be great. And I think the favorites for the Eastern Conference, you better have the Pacers in that conversation. If you don't, you're insane. Like, this Pacer team is going to be fantastic. This is a team that is built around Nate McMillan. And this is a team where they have a very loyal and very heavy fan base. Like, this team is heavily backed in the state of Indiana. Indiana loves their Pacers, and this team is going to go places. Right now, I predict the Pacers to win the Eastern Conference. I really do think that. You know, the Raptors are not what they used to be. The Nets are overrated, like I said before. Like, the Celtics are not going to be that good. I mean, they're going to be decent, but they're not going to beat the Pacers. They don't have the depth to beat the Pacers. If you agree, let me know. If I'm going to predict the finals this year, I would not be surprised if I'm going to say the finals are going to be, let's do the Rockets and the Clippers in the West. Rockets with the 3 seed, Clippers with the 1. Or no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I'll just do Rockets, Clippers in the West. Clippers winning. And I'm going to say, let's do Pacers in the East playing the Boston Celtics. And I honestly think it's going to be the Pacers and Clippers in the finals this year. And I hope my blue crew pick up that fucking finals win, because Indiana deserves it, bro. Alright, I'm going to go. Peace out.